Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, I am late to the party, but also unfortunately I am doing a video like many others on YouTube who are in the sim racing community, who have had to do a video in the last 2 to 3 days in support of Sim Racing 604. Mike has obviously come under fire. I'm not going to go into all the details because some of it is over my head and I'm not as integrated into it, but I wanted to do a video of show of support of Mike, as Mike has been really, really a great help to me with YouTube and with some of the various sim titles that I try and everything. And I just wanted to let him know and let others know how great it is to have someone like that in our community, and how valuable he is, and why this is so wrong kind of to take. Um, I really kind of started my channel because of Mike, and I really don't have any direction, and Mike has kind of helped me a little bit with that. He's given me a couple tips on things maybe to try and avenues to go down, and I never really expected it from him, but he was really enjoying some of the stuff that I did. He enjoyed interacting, and he was nice enough to and kind enough to offer those things. And at the time, it meant a lot to me. Looking up to him as far as content creating and everything like that. And then in the last day, watching all the videos from all the people from all around the world who are in the sim racing community made me appreciate Mike even more for what he did, because he was doing that for so many people. And not only that, but all the work he did on the mods. I told him one time, I'm like, yeah, you and I don't vibe only because I don't get into the mods. It's just not my cup of tea. But having said that, I truly appreciate all the work he does and the love he has for it, and the amount of work that those developers and engineers put into creating that content and making a quality product that is at times free to us, the people, to enjoy. So, in light of all that, this is why this type of behavior is gotta not be allowed, and certainly not to someone like Mike. As I can't put it into words as great as some others have. We've had everybody from, the very top of the sim racing community all the way down to people like me who have a very small channel, and kind of just getting going uh, to show support for Mike. And I think that is really speaks volumes to him as a human being, but also what he means to the sim racing community. He's helped everybody and always been willing to put others first. And so I think that's super, super important. I've been very blessed to be a part of his Discord community and race in his ACC league. And there are so many fantastic people that are within that community, but also across the sim racing community as a whole. And while we may fight with each other at times on track over incidents and things like that, I think one thing to think about, through all of this in the broad spectrum of everything, is that this is such a fun hobby, and that we get to do this and get as close to real life as maybe some of us will ever get. Some obviously do race in real life, but I think the one thing to consider, and where I was kind of going with it, is that when Mike does his videos, it doesn't matter if it's a review, if it's just something on his own. Um, you can feel the enthusiasm that he has for sim racing in general when he does his videos, and that's super cool. And that's not to say that he loves everything that he does. There are things that when you do stuff like this, there are things you gotta say, yeah, that isn't really great, kind of deal like that, and pick and choose, because without criticism you can't get better. But the overall theme is that you can really appreciate his enthusiasm for sim racing. And I think where that touches the people then is, and again, if you watch all the different videos that people are doing, and like myself saying the help that Mike's has gave on various different topics, um, you understand more that while he enjoys sim racing, he wants others to enjoy sim racing, and that is the biggest thing about it, because I think we can all agree that if we all do a good job with projecting, how much we enjoy sim racing, how much fun it can be. You get more people involved to it, bigger communities, and that's all a win for everybody. So that's the one big takeaway I've always taken from watching Mike's channels and interacting with Mike, whether it be social media or in his Discord channel, or even I've even emailed him and everything. So um, he's just a fantastic person, and I hate to see this happening to him and his channel, because he's certainly one that does not deserve it. But um, he did the absolutely right thing in this situation and stood up for all of us as a community, and he needs to know that we're all here for him as well too. So I just wanted to put together some thoughts that I had, and like I said, I'm not going to get into all the other stuff, but I just want to talk about Mike as the person a little bit and some of the interactions that I've had with him and how much and obviously this community, really appreciates him. So I hope YouTube, goes through the proper channels and realizes that this is a complete farce and gets his channel up and going again, and we can get back to enjoying Sim Racing 604 videos. So with that said, take care everybody, and hopefully we'll see you on track soon.